Fire it up. Let's pack a bowl here real quick as we get into it. See if anybody shows up. Should we have some music going? Do we need the music playing right now? Play a little tin liquor while we get it loaded up here. See if anybody wants to come through this morning. A little Friday fun. All right. There goes the alert. We have used this lighter till the end of its life. Should we go to Tesla unveils its first pickup Cybertruck? I think we wait on that. Let some people get in the channel, huh? Is anybody out there this early? Anybody already out there? Should I be there? Derb Got, what's good? What's good? Alright. Inside Home Depot's efforts to stop a growing theft problem at its stores. I think this is where we take that way down. Just have it in the background. Do we have the music in the background? We just turn it off for a moment. Or we just have it lightly playing in the background. Grab and go. Whoa, there's a video. Okay. Video me out.
You're watching brazen retail theft. The suspects are so sure they won't get caught that some even get aggressive when stopped, as this surveillance video from Home Depot shows. Most likely, these people aren't shoplifters or people who steal items for their own use. Instead, it's a bigger problem known as organized retail crime, with criminals working together to steal for profit. Home Depot's Jamie Bourne investigates the theft. It all starts with boosters.
A booster is somebody that is
on drugs.
A professional shoplifter. They're doing it for profit, not just for personal use.
Are you just guessing what items are in demand? Do you know it from history? I know that I can sell a lot of drills.
There are many locations out there that are giving lists to the boosters.
Well, if they're giving lists, they're part of the crime too, are they not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of those locations was this pawn shop. The manager was charged with selling stolen property. The case is ongoing.
Damn.
Our next stop, this raid.
Pawn shops.
Bourne and his team helped when law enforcement served a search warrant on this Utah home.
When we do search warrants with law enforcement, we can provide them the value of the merchandise.
The suspect allegedly sold stolen power drills and other tools on Facebook. He was arrested.
Damn.
Law enforcement seized a pallet full of items from the home.
You idiot.
They were brought to this warehouse. It may look like Home Depot, but this is actually an evidence room. Inside is over $1 million worth of stolen product seized from a raid of 7 pawn shops.
We'll actually see on the inside of a pawn shop, they'll say Lowe's and Home Depot's price, $129.99. Our price, $79.99.
Chris Walden is a special agent with the Utah Attorney General's office.
Jesus.
How is it some of these secondhand merchants are selling it for less than what a big box retailer like Home Depot or Lowe's can even buy that product?
They found the answer in these sting operations.
Trying to do sell them, pawn them?
Yeah, sell them.
This is undercover video of law enforcement selling items that seem stolen to those pawn shops. The case led to a new Utah law that makes it harder for pawn shops to buy unopened product.
Since we passed the new law, it seems like it's getting a little bit better. What we've seen is a shift over to e-commerce.
Just like the power tools we saw confiscated during the raid. Here they were for sale on Facebook.
They were like, oh, you won't let us sell it to a pawn shop? We'll just fucking sell it online.
But then they pop up somewhere else?
Yeah, certainly. We rely on the retailers. If the retailers call and say, hey, you know, we've done this preliminary investigation and we think this is a good case, it's something that we're willing to look at.
Organized retail crime is growing and costs the industry nearly $800,000 per every billion in sales.
Jesus.
Home Depot said its profit took a hit in the last 3 quarters because of higher shrink or loss of goods, which includes organized retail crime.
Wow.
While we don't comment on our particular numbers, we are seeing shrinkage rates rise across the country.
Scott Glenn is in charge of
That's a
asset
problem.
protection
That
for
means
Home
the
Depot.
economy is about
Organized
to
retail
have a
crime
problem.
drives
People
other
don't
crimes.
commit
It
crime
drives
when they
drugs.
don't have
It
to.
drives guns. It drives human trafficking. I think the opioid and drug epidemic is a piece of it. So when we're dealing with people who may have no regard for injury,
Drugs are bad.
we have people that are dealing with no regard for their own safety, we don't engage with those folks.
Is that why you think the criminal activity may be continuing at the Home Depot? The criminals know I can get away with this?
I think criminal activity is happening in every retailer every day across the country. It's not exclusive to us.
Why should consumers care that this is happening?
This is
Isn't
crazy.
Home Depot big enough to absorb this issue?
We have been very good about not raising prices as a result of our shrink equation. But if it gets to a point where we cannot continue to do business this way, ultimately we will have to pass it along.
Wow. So what are they doing to stop it? Organized retail crime, personal this is driven by the opioid crisis. Damn.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to see everybody here. And
We watch them leave our stores with product who return an office, often they're armed, and we don't want to put our customers or associates in harm's way. Damn, what the fuck in the fuck? A suspect sprayed what appears to be pepper spray in the face of a store employee while trying to stop him from leaving with unpaid merchandise. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? What does square mean? $1,000. Damn, New Jersey, you steal something between 200 to 300, it's a felony. Increased threshold, yes, no. What does that mean? I mean, what does making it a felony do? Like, going after them and just putting them in jail and ruining their life, like, I think that end of it's gotta change. Like, we want to change people, dude. They need to go into... they don't need to be fucking labeled with a scarlet letter. They need to go into a program that actually fucking helps them. Dude, B. Paris is a cool dude. B. Paris is a super cool dude, guys. We're on Twitter over here. So I posted today this. As much as I respect Texas Dolly, he posted this. Should we go all the way? Do we go down the Twitch inception, the tweetception? So Daniel Negreanu. I'm not a marijuana user, but it's pretty absurd for any 2020 candidate to ignore the research done on the topic. Federal legalization is a no-brainer. Opiates are a gateway to heroin. Marijuana is a gateway to Cheetos. I'm 86 years old, and to think that is the right view is absurd. I've lost countless friends from drugs because someone told them Mary Jane was okay. It led to more and stronger drugs. It just does. I do agree it should be legal, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. And I was like, nah, bro, nah. As much as I respect Texas Dolly, this post is just wrong. Cannabis does not lead to hard drugs. Teen use in legal states has gone down. Why blame cannabis for others' lack of control? What about drinking alcohol, cigarettes? If that's true, everything is a gateway, including having friends. Right? Tough spot. First in the chat today. I picked it too. I was like, after I talked to Tough Spot yesterday, he's gonna be the first motherfucker in here. That's coming from a guy who ran illegal gambling for gambling addicts. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. And Doyle said that? Yeah, Doyle said that. He's getting old, guys. He's getting old. He's a boomer. You know how conservative you get when you're old. You forget. He forgets how wild he was when he was 20. You know what I mean? Like, this dude forgets how absolutely wild and the shit he did between the ages of 14 and 30. I put the mark there because I really slowed down around 30 myself. But I still remember it, though. Like on Rogan's podcast the other day, why does alcohol get the free pass? Exactly. So B. Paris goes, and I like B. Paris. I want to start there. It's a correlation versus causation. People who are inclined to use hard drugs will start with marijuana because it's easier to get into. This doesn't mean all marijuana users get into hard drugs. And I said, I don't really believe that to be true. If that were true, we would have the same, if not stronger, stance against alcohol as it leads to weaker decision making. If cannabis was taken out of the black market, it wouldn't be associated with other hard drugs at all. And also, the current false narrative about cannabis leads to younger adults to try other drugs. Because if you're lying about how bad cannabis is, it's easy for black market to push customers to try other drugs that have higher profit margins. All fair, right? Is that all fair thinking? Is that logical thinking on mine? It could be wrong. You guys could be like, yo, that's fucking wrong. Then he goes, as someone who smoked way too goddamn much for 10 years, I can affirm there are definitely negatives, but the gateway thing isn't one of them. All things in moderation, etc. Absolutely. I fucking love that. I don't think any long-term effects have been proven, all recoverable, never one death from cannabis in its history. I also bet I've smoked more cannabis than you've ever dreamed about, being in the industry for 15 years. Get my physical every year, no issue, not even lung-related. I will add to this, though. I don't think the developing brain and children should use cannabis until they're adults. But I think more study on the plant and its relationship to humans needs to happen with legalization. This plant was a heavy part of our diet and industry pre-1900. The only fucking reason cannabis was made illegal in the first place because the big industries made it that way, for fuck's sake. Oops on the swearing. Nah, swearing is good in here. You are fair to swear. This is an adult channel here. Like, this is an 18 plus channel. If you got fucking soft skin, this isn't the place for you either. I let it fly, dude. If I think it's the truth, it's fucking flying. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Sometimes I get myself in trouble because I probably say things people don't want to hear and shit. But it is what it is. I'm an honest man. Unless we're playing a game of poker, you're getting the truth out of me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. What's going on, the Cathoga? How you doing today? I know, that's so stupid. That's why I had to post about it. I was like, no. I respect you, Doyle, but come on now. Calm it down there with that post. Fucking paper and oil industries didn't want hemp taken over, and cotton and shit, yeah. Fuck shit dicks. It's that simple. And it was demonized, yep. And then once as a kid you learn how demonized marijuana is and how many lies there are there. And you're like, well, fuck. Maybe I should do a little cocaine and see what that's about. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I should do about it, you know? Like, maybe I should check out acid or mushrooms. It wasn't straight to cocaine. It'd be like, maybe I will eat a little mushrooms. They're natural too. They're a plant too. You know what I mean? Then you trip face. And you're like, whoa. Maybe I will eat a little acid. This shit's fucked. You can't die off acid either. They're lying. And then you're like, maybe I will do a couple lines about it. I inject meth in my eyeballs. Look at me, I'm fine. Like, what the fuck? Dare was an attempt at that. Exactly. Dare was exactly that. Dare was exactly that. Maybe I will do cocaine about it. There's a great meme, like, it's like, I would love to be a doctor in the 1700s, where it's like, it says something like, you got cocaine, or you got ghosts in your blood, better do cocaine about it, and being all drunk and shit with alcohol. Like, if you were a doctor before real medicine and shit. I don't know if anybody else has seen that meme. Tesla unveils its first electric pickup starting at $40,000. Who's going to be using this as an actual pickup? First of all, it looks like a fucking DeLorean from Back to the Future. Like, that doesn't even look like a pickup. Where is the bed of this truck here? Like, what? Dude, get out of here.
Welcome to the Cybertruck Unveiled.
Ugly, what the fuck? Seriously, this is so ugly. Is it even a truck? Is there a bed? Show the back of it. There's no bed. What is this? Seriously, yet everybody wants fucking to give their kids Adderalls, and fucking those are stimulants. That is meth and cocaine. It is child prescribed stimulants. That shit is fucked up. I was never given Adderall. I was definitely pulled aside as the jokester, bad kid in class. I always had C grades, but I tested like a motherfucker. I never did homework. I hated homework because I'm a quick learner as well. And when I learn something quicker than the rest of the class, and you give homework so that they fucking get it in their brain, I don't fucking need your fucking homework. Like, I'm good. I'm good on the homework. Let the kid who needs to get it in their memory know that, you know what I mean? Like, I know 2 + 2 is 4. Count the apples your fucking self. Let's move the fuck along here. You know what I mean? That's the kid I was. So I'd also joke around in class and shit. You know what I mean? But they tried to pull me aside and give me Adderall and Ritalin and shit. And my mom damn near fucking slapped the teacher in the meeting. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You want to give my kid drugs? And then my mom actually slapped me and was like, get your shit together. And you better, I don't want no more meetings in school, you know? And I was like, fuck. Can't do that. I'm trying to smoke weed and shit. I need another $20, shitty. It's stronger than meth. And it's in ways and just regulated by professionals for sure. Claim the vehicle's bulletproof. Wait, whoa. I gotta read all this to all you fuckers. Tesla just unveiled its first electric pickup Cybertruck. They're trying to be like cyberpunk. This is so stupid. This is awful. It doesn't even have a bed. Musk claimed the vehicle's bulletproof, but an on-stage demo didn't go as planned. What? Did they shoot the car on stage?
Now I have the Cybertruck.
Metal ball to the side window. It's gonna smash. He's gonna smash the window, doesn't he?
Sure? Yeah. Oh my god. Well, maybe that was a little too hard. Let's try the right. Try that one, really? Okay. Sure. Oh man.
Both windows shattered. It doesn't even look like a fucking truck. What is this? Cybertruck, which has a single motor and rear-wheel drive, should get 250 miles per charge. But it's not a truck. How does this compete with pickup trucks? Like, what Ford F-150 buying motherfucker is gonna buy this? Like, it doesn't do anything. Dual motor, all-wheel drive version should get 300 miles of range. Can it tow anything? Is it an actual truck? Or is it just a car that looks like a truck? All-wheel drive. The tri-motor with all-wheel drive should get 500 miles of range. What about, like, towing capacity?
Thick, ultra-hard stainless steel. It's really hard.
All models of the pickup will have Tesla Autopilot and optional self-driving package. Nobody wants that. I think he's really good at marketing shit, and like he captures the audience's attention, like, you know what I mean, making shit look cool. Calls it Cybertruck. You know what I mean? Like, does have a bed. Finally, they show the bed of the fucking truck. Okay, the top tier model can accelerate from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Get to like what it can haul and shit. It's a fucking truck. You can put a really sweet four-wheeler in the back. 2 films, The Blade Runner and The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh my god. Thing is certainly ugly. Looks ridiculous. Unless City. Pickup trucks dominate the US auto market. I wish they would make a truck van for a service vehicle, like for an electrician or a plumber or something. Yeah, like what the fuck is this? That's what I'm saying. Like no actual like hard-working blue-collar American who really is the driver of pickup trucks dominate the US auto market. What it fucking says right here. Like none of them are buying this. 0 of them. Maybe one dumb one who then realizes it's a horrible thing to beat up on. Looks feminine. Don't think just dudes driving along a chargeable clown car. Seriously, pull up next to a fucking dually 450 truck in this thing and get clowned out of the Walmart parking lot, bro. Clowned. Like, that's the country. You go to the Walmart parking lot, and if you don't have the fucking baller truck, you know what I'm saying? You pull up in this motherfucker in the middle of Kansas, the middle of Ohio, the middle of Kentucky, Jesus, the middle of Alabama, you pull up in this fucking thing to get groceries and shit? The fuck out of here. Come to the tractor pull with this. The truck pull and shit. Show up with this piece of shit. See how many friends you fucking make. It's not gonna be many. I don't think. World's largest hedge fund reportedly bets over $1 billion on a big stock market sell-off. Shit about to go down?
Let's get to the markets with all the major averages tracking toward their first negative week in at least a month. This morning's the Wall Street Journal reports that Ray Dalio's hedge fund Bridgewater is using put options to bet more than $1 billion that global markets will fall by March. Sources tell the journal's Bridgewater bearish bet is currently one of the largest against the markets, and that it'll pay off if the S&P 500, the Euro Stocks 50, or both see a decline. Join us now to talk more about the markets. Sarat Sethi, managing partner at Douglas C. Lane and Associates, and a CNBC contributor, and CNBC senior markets commentator Mike Santoli. I was reminded of a couple of things.
Oh my God, old man, get to it.
With Soros's bearish bets over the years.
Ray Dalio, is he even on it? I'm just going to read it. Largest hedge fund in the world has reportedly staked more than $1 billion that global equity markets will fall during the next 3 months. The wager placed by Ray Dalio's Bridgewater Associates would pay off for the firm if either the S&P 500 or the Euro Stocks 50 or both decline. People familiar with the matter told Wall Street Journal. Journal said the bet used put options assembled over months by Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley that given investors the option of selling stocks at predetermined prices by a given date. The firm paid about $1.5 billion for the contracts, about 1% of Bridgewater's $150 billion in total assets under management. So they just bet 1% that that's going to happen. They're like, if we lose this 1%, it was a sick hedge, wasn't it, guys? That was the sick hedge, yo. Thought we won't commit on our specific position. We do want to make 2 things clear, Bridgewater said in a statement. First, the way we manage money is to have many interrelated positions, often to hedge other positions, and these change often, so that it would be a mistake not to look at any one position at any one time and try to deduce the motive behind that position. See? They even say it. They're like, this is just a hedge bet to just cover our ass if shit hits the fan. We're going to make so much money, though. We have no positions that are intended to either hedge or bet on any potential political development in the U.S. Formatted, that's a lie. Like, who doesn't bet on what politics is going to do? All right, Ray Dalio, you manage billions of dollars.
What's the one piece of investing advice you give to the average or newer investor out there?
So I'll give you two.
Sure.
Okay. The first is to rectify the biggest mistake of investors. And the biggest mistake of investors is to think that those markets that went up recently and did really well recently are better markets rather than more expensive markets. And so don't make the mistake of buying those things that have gone up thinking they're better rather than more expensive. If you can eliminate that, you'll do well. The next thing is to know how to diversify well, because through diversification, you could reduce your risk without reducing your return.
I agree with that. Why isn't it not signing in? There should be. Today we're down. Cannabis stocks falling back down after their nice little run back up. But over here, just a nice little... What happened? Why'd it get squeezed and shit? Refresh. Real estate market down. We've got buys that are happening right now. We threw in another $100 yesterday. Apple, Duke, General Motors, AbbVie, Enbridge, 3M, Cat, Maxar, Dominion, BP, Delta Airlines, P&G, Honda, Westlake, Toyota, JP Morgan, all the usuals, PNC, Johnson & Johnson, Bristol Myers, Waste Management, Vail Mountain, Chevron. I think everybody, I mean, like, you don't know, these aren't knowable names, but I think everybody should have a piece. Oh, Realty Income Corporation and LTC. We're getting back into Boeing. I think this is a solid portfolio. Oh, and 2 of our referrals did come through. We have 2 successful referrals. So thank you, chat. That was $20 that got added to our portfolio at some point, which is dope. Aurora Cannabis just tanking. Fair enough, fair enough. We'll buy more. We will buy more. Trust me. Trust and believe. We will be buying more. I want to know if I can get to 5,000 shares. Like, if ACB gets down to like $1, can I get to like 5 or 10,000 shares of this shit? And then will it ever go back to $10 and I will turn $10,000 into $100,000? Is that possible? Because I don't think the cannabis market is going away. I don't think these things are going away. Cannabis stocks rallied across the board Thursday as investors returned to the beaten down sector with a fresh enthusiasm following a historic House vote in favor of a bill that would lift federal ban on weed. 3 biggest Canadian licensed producers, Canopy Growth, Kronos Group, and Aurora Cannabis, soared more than 10%. Blah, 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 blah. The move came even as sponsors of the bill cautioned that the Senate was unlikely to take it up anytime soon. The bill, which was introduced by the House Judiciary Committee, told Gerald Nadler, the New York Democrat, passed Wednesday by 24-10 vote in favor. It includes provisions to expunge past criminal records and would introduce a 5% cannabis sales tax. Let's go. The vote was mostly symbolic, and it's just the first step towards full legalization, said Jason Wilson, banking and cannabis expert at the ETF. But legalization will come eventually, and there's still a lot of money on the sidelines looking to get in the space. Dude, let's go. See, I feel like give it a year or two, another 4 or 5 years, man. Woo! I don't care if it takes that long for my shit to pay off. And I don't care if these stocks are going down right now, because I just look at it as I'm buying at a discount right now. For the risk right now that's going to be in this fucking market down the road. There's going to be so much money. These companies are bringing in millions. They are already actively selling tens of millions of dollars worth of cannabis. I mean, think about that. That's insane. Your neighborhood dealer dreams about that. You know what I mean? And when it's more accessible, you're just driving past the weed store every 5 minutes and they're fucking open. You don't have to wait on fucking Timmy or Jimmy or Johnny or whoever the fuck to answer their phone or deliver. You get more choices, more selection. Dude, it's gone. Black market is gone. 5 to 10 years. You know how many people that live in Colorado? It'll go up. What'll go up? The cannabis stocks? I mean, you already see it. Like the normal, just like recreational, like truly recreational person that has a job, was never in the cannabis industry, but just wants to use cannabis on the weekends, maybe every now and then. They don't even use it that often. They don't buy from the fucking black market, dude. In Colorado, they go to the fucking pot shop and buy good, well-labeled products that make them feel secure and all warm and fuzzy. They get to cash out at a cash register and shit. They get to choose from tons of different things. You can have edibles and tinctures and patches, fucking flour and oil and fucking keef and fucking butter and wax and fucking anything you fucking want. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm a native Coloradoan. Yeah, I lived out there for 5-6 years. That's what's up. I love it out there. I love the Denver area, although it's kind of grown to be pretty crazy. Development is positive sentiment towards heavily shorted cannabis equities, which have been battered by Canadian markets, oversaturated as investors shift focus towards opportunities in the U.S., the world's largest cannabis market, 1/3 global demand. Wow. The news ignited rally on Wednesday that comes after months of selling by investors disappointed at the slower than expected rollout of the Canadian legal market and continue to disappoint company earnings. Canadians' woes are mostly blamed on the shortage of retail stores that has allowed the black market to flourish, a problem also cited by U.S. companies. Stocks may have been further boosted by reports this week that the government of the country's most populous province, Ontario, was looking to change several aspects of the current model that has allowed a meager 25 stores. This is the most important for the cannabis stocks. Further boosted by the report this week that the government of the country's most populous province, Ontario, is going to change several aspects of the current model that has allowed a meager 25 stores. Imagine 25 stores only in an entire province of Canada. That's crazy. That's one for every 600,000 residents. Jesus, Chief said. Company's third quarter. According to reports, the government-run Ontario Cannabis Store may allow private companies to assist in storage and distribution of weed, and the government is eyeing the elimination of assigning new licenses via lottery instead of favoring open applications. Distribution is not the only factor hurting the sector, however. It's still lack of the support of institutional investors, said Wilson, including Canada, where access to capital markets is difficult and expensive. Retail investors that got burned swiftly dumped their positions in cannabis, much as early investors in the dot-com boom of 2000s fled for the exits, he said. People are investing in companies with fully funded business plan, but no particular expertise with cannabis, and there were no real infrastructure, he said. All that had to be created. One problem is that consumers want better products than the flour and oil that are all that was available during the first year of legalization, dubbed Cannabis 1.0. The second phase, Cannabis 2.0, will allow companies to offer edibles and other derivatives, but those will not be available until about February because companies have to register with Health Canada and give 60-day notice. Damn. I'm in the Springs, might as well be a suburb of Denver at this point. Jeez, like that shit's growing. It's growing like crazy. I like the Springs too, though. I have some friends that live down there and stuff. I love all of Colorado, man. I love the Front Range in general. Is a beautiful place. The Front Range right along the mountains is a beautiful fucking thing. People don't even get that you're not like in the mountains yet. They don't get that Denver gets like more, like as many sunny days as San Diego. And like most of the time in Denver, even in the winter, it's a fucking warm sunny day until the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, it's a whole nother fucking story. But that's alright. You get drunk, you go out to dinner, what's it fucking matter? You know, it's cold at night. I love skiing. I'm a skier, so I was a ski bum out there for 5 years practically. I mean, I worked and made money, but man, did I hit the slopes. If it fucking snowed, my ass was driving out there. I broke a car axle driving out to the mountains during a blizzard. I was like the last car they let through the Eisenhower Tunnel until they shut it down. And I was like coming down coming down, dude, it was just a sheet of ice. There was no stopping my car until I hit something. I was just sliding down. I was just controlling where I slid, basically. Companies that are well capitalized have real assets and international operations will survive, he said. Mexico is expected to legalize cannabis for adult use in 2020. European countries are starting to embrace the substance and create regular frameworks. In company news, Canopy Growth said it intends to vigorously defend itself against lawsuits that allege securities fraud and misleading statements. The company said it's aware of yet to be certified class action lawsuits. Oh shit. Company believes it has conducted itself in accordance with all relevant securities law and that the claims are without merit, Canopy said in a statement without providing further detail. Law firm Pomerantz LLP said Wednesday it's investigating claims on behalf of Canopy investors relating to concerns about the company and certain of its officers and or directors regarding possible securities fraud and other unlawful business practices. Good morning, Graywin. What's going on? It cited the company's weaker than expected second quarter earnings and sent the stock sharply lower. Yeah, it's the first bit of mountains you see coming from east. That's crazy, man. Just to have to slide, not overcorrect. Yeah, dude, that's all I did. Like, I slid like pretty much all the way down until I fucking hit like a little. I went closer to the mountain, obviously. Like, you know the hill. Like, if you go to the right, you're getting closer to the mountain and away from the fucking cliff. And honestly, there's a median in the other side of traffic anyway. Like, I wasn't getting over there, but for some reason I didn't want to hit the wall, you know, and there was nobody else out there, so I was just fucking, and I was looking for the fucking, they have a couple runoff points, you know. I was like, man, let me get to one of these runoff, like truck runoff points, and I'll just plow right into that bitch. I was in my old Honda CRV. It was a fucking manual, all-wheel drive Honda CRV. This thing was sliding, dude. There was nothing I could do. Low gear, fucking just going. We were sliding. Like, there was no stopping this fucking car. Like, we were fucking going. And I slid it into a snowbank, broke the axle. We didn't know the axle broke, though, actually. It wasn't that bad of a hit. And I actually kept driving, and I didn't ski that day. I was so freaked out about fucking sliding a couple miles down the mountain. I was like, that was enough skiing right there, guys. We're fucking done. We're turning around. We're going the fuck home. I took the car home back to Denver. Then I drove it home for the holidays all the way home to Ohio with a broken fucking axle and took it to like my family's car shop here in Ohio, and they replaced the axle, and they were like, we have no fucking idea how in the hell you got here. And I was like, meh, who knows? What's going on, Graywind? How's your morning doing? This lighter's done. I need a new lighter. A bit of swath of cannabis layoffs in California and Canada, British Columbia based craft cannabis producers, Pasha Brands, blah, 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 laid off 12 of its 50 staffers this week, according to executive chairman. 12 of 50. I mean, who the fuck are you? You have nobody. Who cares? You guys are like doing that in a garage. That'll ruin a ski day. So lucky, man. Yeah, we were lucky to survive. And it's crazy how, like, dude, you, like, the other side of the tunnel, like, it was kind of snowing, you know, like, leading up. It's, like, a sunny day in Denver. Like, I can we used to joke about this all the time. Like, I can imagine people flying into Denver to go skiing in the mountains, first time ever being there, and seeing, like, a sunny day when they land in Denver, and, like, picking a sports car or a convertible to rent or some shit like that. Like, in one time we got stuck in a traffic jam behind a fucking Corvette. Coming back from skiing, it was fucking awful. But, like, I can imagine how that person did that. Like, they got off, it's a sunny-ass day in Denver, you think you're already in the mountains, the streets look clean as fuck, you get to the fucking car rental place, you're like, yeah, give me the Corvette, I'm on vacation, I'm driving up a mountain to go skiing, I'm gonna rent my skis there, I got a place to stay, the car's not really gonna move once I get to the resort anyway, give me the fucking Corvette, I'd love to drive a Corvette in the mountains. And then you get up to the fucking tunnel, and it's a whole nother world when you actually get in the mountains. It's like a whole nother world. It's like you literally, there's like a wall of weather that you cross through. And you're just like, what? Like, it was 70 and sunny 70 miles back. And now it's a fucking blizzard. I can't see shit. And it's fucking 10 degrees. And I could die out here. Why did I get the Corvette? You know what I mean? Did it kick me out? Of course M1 kicks me out, and I can't find how to not get kicked out there. It really pisses me off. CRISPR? Is CRISPR rocking it? Damn, we're killing it in CRISPR. CRSP. We're up 28%. We needed to buy more. Doing well. Have some cleaning to get to today. Same here. I gotta get to work right around noon. I'm just dicking around before work. Okay. Okay. Livery likes it. That's hilarious. Yeah, that truck looks like shit. That's great. Truck from Total Recall. I'm actually heading in, so have a good one, guys. The Catho guy, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping out. One more notification. Another scientist with years of case study on display. Well done. I know one would rather believe between a nobody you and an American Psychological Association website. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? You're dumbass. You can Google it yourself. As I am not your assistant, boomer. Good luck out there, as you have no clue who the fuck I am. In my background. And I don't have time to explain it to nobody. What? What? Tweet you're trying to reply has been deleted or is not visible to you. The guy just blocks me then? Did they block me? That's fucking hilarious. You just straight rip it and then block me? Is that what you did? That is fucking hilarious. What? Wait, what? Did you just realize how fucking dumb your post was? What? Wow. Wow. Wowzer. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Who does that? That's fucking hilarious. Did he just delete it or block me? Oh, they wanted to rethink what they said here. Oh, oh, okay, okay. Not surprised you're wrong here. And on Texas Dolly Post, first off, cannabis is safer than alcohol, cigarettes, and any other drug with no long-term effects. Second, places where it's legalized, teen use has gone down. Get your boomer fake facts out of here. Go have another drink. Agree on cigarettes and alcohol, but please do me a favor and show me your case studies. I know you would rather believe between someone with an opinion and a website of the American Psychological Association. Dude, I'm not your... I'm not your personal assistant. I have better shit to do with my day. You're welcome to look it all up. Teen use has gone down in Colorado and California and other legal states. This is a fact. It's also a fact that no one, let's put this in capitals, has ever died from cannabis use. Ever. There you go. Teen users going down in Colorado. No one is... Okay. So agree on cigarettes and alcohol. Please do me a favor sharing the case studies. Dude, look it up on your own. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't have fucking time to do your research for you. And thank you for taking back the no one, you piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit. Like, I don't fucking have time to deal with people like this. But whatever. It angers me, dude. I like to change the minds on that shit because it pisses me off that those people are out there just fucking putting misinformation out there. Like, cannabis is hard. It's fucking gonna kill you. That's why I don't tweet around and stay in my cave. People are weird for real. When people mention having faith in anything psychological related, I like to remind them that we were lobotomizing patients not that long ago. We don't know shit about what we think we know. For real. For real, for real. For real, for real. I love how he deleted the one. He was like, man, that's going too hard because this kid actually responded to me with some facts and shit. Like, seriously, get the fuck out of here. Go have another drink. When was the last fucking cannabis OD report in the news? When was the last time that happened? When have you turned on the TV and they have been like, 6 motherfuckers died today from using cannabis? Never. Never in your life. So stop with the scare tactics. Like, stop with that shit. I gotta smoke right now to save my heart. Motherfuckers are giving me anxiety. What the fuck is Bumblebee? Bumblebee tuna? Yeah, nobody wants your canned tuna. Let's post this on Live Breeze thing. Barcode, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hold on, I gotta take a phone call here. Tesla Tesla Cybertruck looks weird, like really weird. Musk had warned investors that Tesla pickup would be really futuristic, like Cyberpunk Blade Runner, and he wasn't kidding. Oh my god. Mad Musk Fury Road. Tesla shares fell 6.2% in Friday's trading. Some analysts think Cybertruck's extraordinary looks will become its key selling point. While styling will always be subjective, we believe the unique and futuristic design will resonate with consumers. No. Skeptical Tesla analysts don't expect Cybertruck will be a serious competitor in the pickup market. Yeah, with Credit Suisse saying companies like Ford and General Motors can breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, Tesla appears to have rushed its launch of the Cybertruck. Musk has been enthusiastic about his Blade Runner-inspired design for months. We're still surprised how futuristic he went with this one, and we believe it may shatter his dreams. Shares of Ford rose 1%. During Thursday night's unveiling, twice threw a metal ball at a pickup truck's armored windows to prove their toughness and smashed them by mistake. Oh my god. 290. Underperform. Buy rating. Underperform. Very mixed views about Tesla. I'll give them that. Very mixed views. I believe so too. I'm still bullish on Netflix because they have original content now. They've figured out the original. They gave them everybody lol demo fail. Yeah, seriously. They gave Netflix enough time, traditional viewing, gave Netflix enough time to start creating their own content and getting smart. And now Netflix is like its own channel is what I'll be calling it. You know what I mean? Just to be an old school guy. But I feel like all these subscription services are the new version of what a TV channel was. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be subscribed to Netflix. You're going to be subscribed to Hulu and Disney Plus. Number one, you're going to have Disney Plus and Netflix. Those are number 1 and 2. And I think Hulu might be in there, but there might be some consolidation of those regular TV channels going on. I don't know. That's where the Roku kind of gets interesting, but Raffatonia, but I don't like Roku at all. Yo, thanks for the gifted sub. Raffatonia, and where did I? Oh, for Guru? Ah, no worries. Anytime. I'm like, what? I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping out and giving me the follow for that. That's awesome. Baby Yoda, those toys are going to sell so hard. Seriously. I looked at this and now I want to see The Mandalorian. Like, I want Disney Plus just to watch this. Baby Yoda? I mean, come on.
Well, if I like that transition, speaking of space, Baby Yoda, that's right. The breakout star of Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian, will be featured in a range of merchandise. The character that fans have been calling Baby Yoda was not included in the first wave of show merchandise to prevent spoilers. CNBC.com reporting that Baby Yoda toys
worth a watch for sure. Mandalorian is fire.
Starting Friday.
Damn, isn't Verizon giving me Disney Plus for a year?
Who is featured in The Mandalorian has gone viral on social media as the show The Mandalorian has helped catapult Disney Plus to over 10 million sign-ups.
I need to watch this. And I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars. Damn. Now they got Mandalorian t-shirts and shit. This is about... These look all hip and retro. Dude, this is dope. Like, this is a dope-ass Yoda shirt to be wearing around. I'm about to cop one of these myself. Damn. This is what I want for Christmas right here. This t-shirt. It's probably a fucking $100 t-shirt from Disney or some dumb shit. Already 2 t-shirts available. One retails for $22.99. The other costs $25.99. Dude. That's dope. Disney store. Dude, Disney stock. We're keeping the Diz. We'll never sell the Diz. Every share of Diz we collect, we're never selling. Pays a dividend. Give me that 1%. I'm about to buy a shirt right the fuck now. They're about to pay me a dividend anyway. And wearing the shirt will cause more people to watch the show, causing more dividends. Right? No thanks. Leave me alone. What is it? Baby Yoda. Why would I put a Y on the end? T-shirt. Adult T-shirt. Where's the adult one? Disney. Go to Disney.com. Clothing. Men. T-shirts. Yeah. It's super warm. Well, you know what I can do. Hold on, I gotta let this call go through. Turn the heat down. Where the fuck does that look like a men's shirt? Men's. Oh, could you just go to like Star Wars franchise shit? Star Wars. Landorian, here we go. It's not even out! I want the one in the article with the fucking Baby Yoda on it. I want this shirt. That shirt right there. Damn, how do I get this? There are 2 t-shirts available on Amazon. One retails for Amazon. Alright. We're gonna Google this on Amazon then. Why isn't it on your own website first? I don't understand that. Whoa, this one's trippy. This is like a dead one. This is like a Grateful Dead version. That's pretty crazy. Where the fuck is it, Baby Yoda? Like, what? Okay, alright. So I can't actually have it. Wait, what? I mean, I'm just done arguing to this person. Heavy marijuana use in adolescence and early adulthood has been associated with dismal set of life outcomes, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the fuck. Enjoy yourself, sir. Enjoy yourself, sir. Deal with life issues, have issues. I'm not talking medical usage for cancer patients, etc. Do you drink? True. I'm done with that person. Like, what? What in the fuck? Sell the pot stocks, Kramer says. Tell me about it, sir.
The cannabis stocks rebounded like crazy today. Buy! After a brutal 7-month-long sell-off. Sell. That intensified over the past couple of weeks in response to some truly horrific earnings reports. But before you take action...
So are they fucked?
We got some encouraging signs. I know you're looking at them. I got to make one thing perfectly clear. The marijuana industry is just not what it was cracked up to be. And this rally may be a rare bout of strength worth lightening up into, not buy. I used to believe the legalization of weed
I know this guy from Iron Man movies.
But now that it's been legal in Canada for over a year, well, I gotta admit, may not be correct. So while we're out here in California, a state that's been a real pioneer when it comes to saner drug laws, I want to hold a bit of a funeral dirge for the cannabis industry. I know that sounds dramatic and the stocks are bouncing and that's terrific, but you gotta at least open our eyes to what's happening here. Pot's simply a much smaller opportunity than many people believed, even 6 months ago when it was supposed to be the disruptor of all time. As the major Canadian players ramp up production, the price of legal weed has plummeted. At first, I thought that maybe the supply was simply overwhelming the demand momentarily, and to some extent, that's true. But they're still moving a huge amount of volume, more volume than anyone expected. People are just paying a lot less for it. And that isn't what was supposed to be in the cards, my new bet theory. Cannabis only looks like a great opportunity when it's illegal. People pay a huge premium for black market goods, but once the government starts handing out licenses to grow the stuff, it's just a plant.
Right.
Well, I've been assured that there are real differences in quality between different strains. When weed is legal, pretty much anyone can grow this stuff in their basement with the right equipment. So I worry that maybe the equilibrium price for cannabis is much lower than we thought it'd be.
Of course.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money.
I agree with that, but there will still be margin to be made. The price will go down, and the margin will go down, but there is still money to be made. Same with alcohol when it became legal. Don't you think that was the fight for the black market for the longest time when alcohol became legal? People are like, but I still get it cheaper from the black market. And I brew my own because I had to for the past 20 years. Yeah, like corn or wheat or tomatoes. Or fucking cotton. It's worth about $125 a pound in the first world, and $10 a pound everywhere else, and dropping. Let it drop. Let the price come down. It should be available to everybody. Air Force changes how it buys rockets after Blue Origin protested, but it's unlikely to move the needle. Let's see that. You can't buy Blue Origin stock, though, can you? U.S. Air Force said on Thursday that it will clarify the criteria for its upcoming launch contracts awards in response to formal protests by Jeff Bezos' rocket builder Blue Origin. However, the change is unlikely to move the needle for Blue Origin's chances of winning a contract with the new Glenn rocket in development. I think Blue Origin wanted to mature the technology further before a down select, and it doesn't appear that's happening. Blue Origin argued to change the rules of the lucrative launch service procurement program, which pits Bezos' company against SpaceX, Northrop Grumman, and United Launch Alliance, the joint venture of Boeing and Lockheed Martin. Whoa. LSP will see the Air Force dole out nearly 36 launch contracts, each expected to be worth over $100 million on average, but only 2 of the 4 companies in the running will be awarded the contracts, posing a tougher challenge for Blue Origin to come out ahead against massive incumbents. Earlier this year, Blue Origin filed a pre-award protest with the Government Accountability Office, which the GOA sustained in decision on Monday. The GOA said the rules set by the Air Force do not create a fair and competitive environment. Service branch previously said it would name 2 companies based on how well the pair would fulfill the Air Force's needs when combined, which the GAO found to be ambiguous. The Air Force's acquisition lead, Will Roper, said in a statement on Thursday that the branch will remove the phrase "when combined" from LSP's criteria. We will implement a GAO's recommendation in a manner that should not materially delay contract award. The Air Force structured the launch competition where to be eligible, companies must propose launch options capable of meeting the entire national security mission, and each company will be evaluated individually based on their ability to achieve this with acceptable risk. Why does it have a feather on it? Blue Origin CEO Bob Smith emphasized in September 25th interview with CNBC that the company that wins should be a key player in launching commercial U.S. spacecraft rather than just military. The important element we're trying to highlight within broader Air Force process is that there is a regular discounting for the commercial market that is a key factor in U.S. launch vehicle policy. While Roper's announcement comes in response to the GAO's decision, it does not guarantee Blue Origin a spot. Blue Origin was trying to be somewhat proactive with their protest to not favor incumbents, but one of the biggest issues favoring new players is getting technology up to speed in time. Blue Origin responded to CNBC's request for comment on Air Force's announcement by pointing to an earlier statement regarding the GAO's decision. I want to thank the GAO for their careful consideration of these serious issues, thoroughly reviewing the facts of the case and recognizing the importance of evaluating criteria that are unambiguous and comply with federal procurement statutes and regulations. Huh. It's a pretty dope little artist rendering, though. The many uses of hemp will revolutionize the world when pulping factories catch up. Not in our life, though. You never know. You never know. Airbnb COO leaving the company as it navigates regulatory pressure and seeks to go public next year. Airbnb is losing a key executive ahead of its expected public debut in 2020. Belinda Johnson announced that she is stepping down as COO Friday in an email to staff viewed by CNBC. She will remain in the role until March 1st, 2020. In the email, Johnson said that she needs to prioritize more time to spend with her family. It starts with one question I'm asked at every fireside chat, panel, or media interview. How do you balance a successful career with being a mom? Sometimes it's the first question, sometimes it's the last, but it's always asked, Johnson wrote in the email. Johnson, 52, isn't leaving Airbnb entirely. She'll join the company's board of directors as its 9th member and 3rd woman. But it's a big loss for the home sharing startup. Johnson has been at the company since 2011 and has been called Airbnb's Sheryl Sandberg, a reference to the Facebook COO who worked closely with CEO Mark Zuckerberg. She is Airbnb's CEO and co-founder Brian Chesky's first executive hire. And she's leaving. And it's gone. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Who do we fire it off to? I think that's the deal here. Alright. I gotta go, guys. I got a meeting in a little bit. I gotta get ready for it. Then I got a bunch of shit I gotta do today. I will be back Monday. Weekend off. Oh, I should probably hit the raid button if I'm gonna do it, right? Before I do anything stupid. We'll shoot it over here. Peace, guys. Peace, Greywind. I appreciate everybody coming out. It was super fun this morning. We'll do it again. Even though the stock portfolio's down, we'll do it again Monday. Deuces. Have a good weekend, Greywind. And everybody. Peace.